Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am filming a what I eat in a day video today, so that is what we are doing. I love these videos. I know that so many of y'all enjoy these types of videos. There's actually one of my very favorite types of videos to make. So I'm going to be sharing with y'all everything I'm eating today. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I keep my meals simple. I keep everything simple. So I'm getting ready to make coffee this morning. It is 7:15. I'm getting ready to take Delaney to school this morning. If you guys are new here, I follow the WW Personal Points Plan. I have had so much success with it. My sweet baby boy is almost a year old. He's 11 months old. And since he's been born, I did gain a lot of weight during his pregnancy, but since he's been born, I've lost 65 pounds with this plan. And so I've been very successful with it, and before that I've had a lot of success with the WW plans. And so this is just what I do. This is what works for me. As many of y'all know, I don't count my coffee in the mornings. I've also, something new, I have lowered my points a little bit. I actually was sick a few weeks ago with the stomach bug and decided after that it was time to go ahead and lower my points a bit, because he is still breastfeeding, but he's not breastfeeding as much as he used to. I was getting 43 points a day while exclusively breastfeeding, and that was working for me. I was losing, but I decided to lower that by 10 points just to kind of see what it does for me. I decided instead of 43, I'm going to do 33 each day and then kind of adjust as I need to. Everything's been great so far, but we're gonna make some coffee this morning. I shared with y'all on Instagram, I showed a picture of my coffee and everybody's like, wait a minute, did you make that yourself? You're gonna have to share that. It's so easy and so simple. So I'm gonna get started. Actually, I'm gonna get started. I'll do that in a second. I'm gonna get started. I've got some Ghirardelli caramel syrup. I'm gonna just kind of like put it in my cup. This is not sugar-free, but it's okay. I think I've got some sugar-free one in my refrigerator. So a little bit of that. I'm gonna go ahead and froth. This is not, there's better recipes with frothing, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and froth a little bit of half and half. Just a little bit of that in here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of the Torani sugar-free classic caramel syrup in here with it, just a splash of it. And I'm gonna froth it. This is just my Nespresso frother. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and froth this. I'm gonna hold this button down so it'll froth cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. I guess I could put the top on it. I don't know where the top is. Anyways, I'm gonna fill this up with ice. All right, so I've got ice in here. Stoke cold brew coffee. I'm gonna fill that up. About right there. I also add a little bit of half and half in here with the coffee. And then I will go ahead and add a little bit more of the Torani sugar-free syrup. Giving this a really good stir. Let's see if I need more syrup. Yes, it needs another splash of syrup. All right, and then I am topping it with the frothed half and half. Don't that look so good? So this is how I've been making it lately. Sometimes I froth it, sometimes I just pour everything in here and don't worry about it, but it's delicious. This is my favorite sugar-free syrup that I've been able to find. If you guys have another recommendation, I don't care for the skinny syrups, but it's delicious. I really do like this one. All right, so that is it. I'm gonna do school drop off and we will be back shortly for to make some breakfast. All right guys, so it is a little while later. I'm getting ready to make my breakfast. We're gonna do a couple different things. We're gonna make some breakfast potatoes, or that's what I'm gonna call them. I love potatoes for breakfast, hash browns, some kind of potato. That's typically what I eat. We're gonna do some eggs and maybe some fruit to go with it. But while I'm cooking my potatoes and things, I am gonna be using my new knife that we got a few weeks ago. So I wanted to thank Mizan for sponsoring today's video. So Ethan actually told me a couple months ago, he's like, we really need like a good knife that I can cook with. Something that's really good quality, durable, that cuts really well, that's sharp. So we were in the market for a new really good knife. He loves to cook on his Blackstone, something good for meats and things like that. So I'm really glad we come across the Misen knives. They offer quality knives at affordable prices, and I have a good promo code. HomeWithHailey gets you your knife for $60. It's $75, but with the promo code gets you 20% off, which makes it $60. So I'm gonna leave everything below. It is our go-to knife every day when we're cooking. It's easy to maneuver, it's sharp, it works really well, it's comfortable to hold. It's also less expensive than other high-end brand of knives. So if you guys are interested, if you're looking for a really good knife for everyday cooking, this is our go-to. Check the links below and get your knife for a good price. Use my code HomeWithHailey, and I'm gonna be using it throughout the video today. You'll see me using it. I'm getting ready to cook my potatoes and a couple more things to go with that. Dicing up my potatoes pretty small, just like a typical breakfast potato, the size. Just dicing them, sticking them in my air fryer, spraying them with some olive oil spray. Then I'm adding some onion powder, some garlic powder, and some paprika, salt and pepper. And this was such a good seasoning blend for it. It's delicious, and I will definitely be eating this pretty often. I'm actually getting ready to go make it right now after I get done with this voiceover. Just sticking them in the air fryer for just a few minutes, probably about 15 minutes, and then to go with it, I have eggs every single morning. It never fails. I always have eggs, so I'm also making the kids, as you see there's a double yolk in that egg. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I'm making the kids some eggs to go with mine. They wanted some, and just making those to go with it. And this was such a delicious breakfast. Those breakfast potatoes with those seasonings were so good, and just something different than my typical hash browns. So definitely give those a try with those seasonings. They were just delicious, and I can't wait to go eat them again. Just threw some strawberries on the side, and this was a delicious 0-point filling breakfast. All right, guys, it is lunchtime. It is about 12 o'clock. I just got the little ones down for their naps. This is when I typically eat lunch. So if y'all didn't see a couple videos ago, my meal prep for my last meal prep that I did, it is so good. Highly recommend doing this. It was really easy. It was a sheet pan meal. I'll show y'all what it is that I have. Will be my third one. I've been really enjoying this. It's delicious. I've got some chicken. You'll have to watch that video. I've got some chicken that I made. I've got some jasmine rice. Got some salsa black beans. I wanted corn, but I didn't have corn. I've got some onion, yellow or sweet onion, and some red and yellow bell peppers, or orange. Orange or yellow, I can't tell. Orange. I think that's it. It's so good, so good. So I'm actually going to use my air fryer. And I'm going to put my chicken in the air fryer and heat it up in here, just because I don't like heating up meat in the microwave. So I'm gonna start that, and then I'm gonna put this. All right, I'm gonna stick this in the microwave and go ahead and get that heated up in there. I've actually been, let me show y'all what I've actually been doing with it. Today I'm not going to, let me turn y'all around. Today I'm gonna not put any kind of sauce with it. It's really good on its own, honestly. I'm not going to today because my dinner tonight is probably going to be higher in points for what we're planning to make, and so I'm not going to add the extra points by putting sauce on it. But let me show you what I've been doing. So one of my favorite things when we eat like fast food is Taco Bell. Usually like every Sunday night we go to Taco Bell, and I get a chicken power bowl. And you can get the Taco Bell avocado ranch dressing, creamy avocado ranch sauce that they put in those bowls at Taco Bell. So I've been putting just a little bit of these, a little bit of this on this, and it's so good. But I'm not going to today, just to save those points for my dinner tonight. That's it. There's my lunch. 6 points. Everything's free except for the rice. And the rice is 6 points because I have a cup of jasmine rice in here. All right, it is about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna trying to decide what I want. I think I'm just gonna grab one of these. These are 3 points each. They're so good. I think I'm just gonna have just a little snack till later. All right, it is a little bit later in the day. The kids are getting some strawberries. We're about out of strawberries again. So I'm gonna get them some strawberries and then I'm gonna eat some strawberries too. You don't want, do you want some chocolate chips in your strawberries? That's what I like to do. So I'm actually going to melt a little bit of chocolate, I think. Hold on a minute.
I will melt a little bit of chocolate.
Hold on. All right, I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons, heaping teaspoons. I'm gonna melt this. All right, that is heating up. I'm gonna put my strawberries in here. Okay, so totally scratch heating the chocolate chips because they're not wanting to heat right with that small amount. So I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons for 2 points of mini chocolate chips. All right, 2 teaspoons of mini chocolate chips for 2 points. So I'm gonna eat this as a snack. It's not gonna be long and we will eat lunch. This is so good. It makes the strawberries just so much better. The mini chocolate chips is key. Mini chocolate chips are so good. So if you've been around here for a while, you know this is like one of my favorite snacks. It is actually my kids' favorite snack too. So each of the girls wanted some banana, peanut butter, and chocolate chips. So just for babies, that is Callan's snack. So I've got them, I cut 2 bananas up between all 3 of them. I just chopped them in slices. I've got some melted peanut butter. I'm gonna drizzle the melted peanut butter over their bowls. They love this snack and it's such a good snack. And we'll either do some mini chocolate chips, which is what we typically do, or we'll do a few little sprinkles. But today, we'll do a few little chocolate chips on each one. And that is their snacks. Don't they look so good? It's the best little snack. That melted peanut butter just is so good on these, aren't they, girls? Yeah. Do y'all love this snack? Yeah. All right, so we are gonna get started with dinner. It is 6 o'clock, so we are actually gonna be cooking on the Blackstone tonight. This is actually our first time making these on the Blackstone. We've said forever, ever since we've got it, we've gotta make these on the Blackstone. We're gonna do Philly cheesesteaks tonight. I'm gonna do mine a little bit differently. I'm gonna do like a Philly cheesesteak in a bowl. Ethan's gonna do just a regular Philly cheesesteak. I'm actually making the kids something different because they don't really care for stuff like this. But we're gonna do Philly cheesesteaks for us. I've got our meat in the freezer. We're gonna be slicing up some ribeye steaks, which are not the most point friendly. However, this is a very low carb meal, and so I'm okay with that. So it's probably gonna be, I don't even know if I'm gonna know the exact points on this. I'm gonna try to trim it a little bit, the steaks, but we're just gonna do the best we can, and this is definitely a lot healthier than a regular Philly cheesesteak. So I'm actually gonna do mine a little bit differently because I got this on I got this idea on More with Mora's. They shared she shared like a what's for dinner or something. She shared like a buffalo Philly cheesesteak in a bowl, and I was like, buffalo sauce just adds a little bit something extra, gives it a little kick. I'm not gonna add a bunch of this because I don't want it to be too spicy, but it sounded really good. So that's what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. I've got my veggies ready to cut up. I wish I had some mushrooms to go in this to bulk it up a little bit because mushrooms are my favorite, like my favorite vegetable. So I'm gonna get started with the vegetables. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna cut up the steak and get it ready. This would typically be, I would probably typically let Ethan do the steak part, but I'm gonna do it today because he's got the kiddos outside playing while I get this done. And then we're gonna throw all this on the Blackstone. Cutting up all my veggies, so next time I will probably add some mushrooms in this as well. I actually prefer mushrooms over the bell peppers, but I do like them both. And even Ethan tonight was like, I think next time maybe we should do mushrooms instead of the peppers. So I think next time that's what we'll do. Usually when we eat Philly cheesesteaks, usually we'll get them with onions and mushrooms on them. So then I froze my steaks for about 30 minutes and it made them easier to cut. So I cut them probably a little bit thicker than you typically see with a Philly cheesesteak. And I actually really liked it, especially how I'm making my Philly cheesesteaks, and Ethan really liked it too. And so I'm just cutting these up. I cut a lot of the fat off. I don't know if most people typically do that. We just don't like a lot of fat on our meat. We threw some olive oil on the Blackstone, put all of our veggies on there. We seasoned them really good, and Ethan got a veggie steamer for his Blackstone, and we use that like pretty much every time we cook on the Blackstone, especially with things when we cook veggies, of course, but it's great. So we kind of put them under there and let them steam up and get them good and done and soft. That's how we like them. Then we put the meat on the Blackstone once the veggies were just about done, because the meat did not take long at all. I went ahead and put the buffalo sauce on my side. Ethan did not want his. He wanted his traditional Philly cheesesteak. We put some cheese on them. I put a slice of cheese, and this looks and tasted so delicious. Dinner was so good. Like, we're gonna have to 100% keep this in the week, in the like every couple of weeks rotation at least. It was so good, and that buffalo sauce just made it just extra good, and just especially when you have it in a bowl and without the bread, I feel like for myself it needed that, just that extra flavor. It was delicious. We're gonna have to definitely, especially as the months get warmer, we love cooking on the Blackstone. We love it because there's less dishes and less to clean up. But I will say, I'm getting ready to add up my points and kind of go through my day. It's hard to say how many points that is. I'm fine with whatever points it was, because it's low carb, which is good. Low carb is a good thing for me. Like, I know, like, I've done low carb in the past, and like I lose quickly with low carb. It's just not something that I just can't do it long term. But it's really hard to say how many points it is, because in the app there's several different like ribeye steaks. There's like trimmed ones, untrimmed, bone-in, just several different ones, but they range in points. And so I trimmed them. I trimmed a lot of the fat off of them. Even like the fat I didn't trim off in my bowl, I still took it out as I was eating, because I do not like fat on my steak. And so mine was lean. Mine didn't have, like, I really didn't eat like hardly any of the fatty pieces of it. And so I did find one in the Weight Watchers app. I'm gonna see what it was. It was something, it's finely sliced ribeye steak. I'm just gonna go with it. I had about 7 ounces. So I'm gonna go with that. 11 points for that, and then 2 for the cheese that I used. So a 13-point dinner, and then we did use some oil, and it would probably count for a point or 2, but I'm gonna cancel that out with the veggies, because I did have I had a lot of veggies, so over a cup of veggies, and so I'm just gonna cancel that out. It was so good though, so definitely give it a try, whether you like the kick with the buffalo sauce or without it. We really enjoyed it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and end my night out. Let me go over my day. I also get questions about this. Do I input stuff into the WW app? I use the app every day, but I don't necessarily put everything into the app. I keep a track of it in my head. I've been doing it for so long, I can keep up with it. So I don't necessarily put it into the app, but I do use the app every day, and I count everything except for my coffee. So I am down to 33 points a day. My breakfast was 0, my lunch was 6, and then I ate one of those Cheez-It Snaps. I actually ate 2 of those because the kids had a couple packs of them and they did not finish them, so I actually ate 2 of those, so 2 for 6 points, 3 points apiece. And then I ate 2 points worth of the mini chocolate chips with my strawberries. And so that brought me down to 19 points left over for dinner. And then my dinner, I'm gonna say it was 13 points, which leaves me with 6 points left for the day, which is exactly what my ice cream bars are. So I'm either gonna have one of these. These are the Yasso peanut butter sandwiches. This is what I have pretty much every single night. They are 6 points, or the Yasso mint chocolate chip bars. These are 5 points. So either gonna have one of these, but I like to have these as like a later night, like as I'm getting work done at night, editing a video after the kids go to bed. So I'm not gonna eat that right now. But while my house is quiet and the kids are outside, I thought I'd go ahead and end this out. But I am gonna end my night with one of these, and that is gonna be all my points. That's gonna be all my points for the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come along for what I ate today. I hope it gave you some ideas of different things maybe you could try, especially if you're following WW or if you're not following WW. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the links below if you guys are interested in the Misen knives, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.